Hello world and welcome, I'm Karhu, the Great Bear of the North, and this is the first installment of my brand new series on classic old school games. The first one I'm going to be playing through is Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen, created in 1993 by Quest and Imagineer, published I believe in 1994, and named after Queen's songs. Ogre Battle and the March of the Black Queen. And the reason I've picked this game is because this is the game that got me started in gaming, way back when my 10-year-old brain couldn't really understand all of the implications of the strategy and all of the context involved. But I replayed it a couple years ago, and it's just absolutely fascinating. And one of the cool things about this game is the impact that tarot and random chance has on your character. And because at the beginning, as you'll see, we'll actually do a character creation that's almost completely up to chance. It's pretty cool. And this is just the backstory. The sage Rashidi, perhaps driven by madness, assassinated his former friend King Grand Zenobia, and joined with Empress Endora, leader of the Northern Highlands, to wage war on 4 kingdoms. I know it's kind of got like that Star Wars scroll thing, but for 1994, these graphics for the Super Nintendo were amazing. Absolutely amazing. I loved them. The overpowering military of the Highland Legions took but a year to subdue the whole continent, and the Zetegenian Empire was born. The rule of the empire was a pure regime of terror. Merciless persecution was directed against the loyal survivors of the old kingdoms and those who would escape tyranny. The hearts of the people were troubled by secrets and betrayals, and much blood was spilt upon the land. Imperial year 24, so this is 24 years after the first war that created the empire. Here, on the frontiers of Sharom, the last survivors of the Knights of Zenobia were planning the final challenge. And that is where we come in. There we go. And I will, of course, be playing a character called Karhu. New game, let us do this. My name is Warren. I'm a great seer who can understand the destiny the stars have placed upon you. Like I said, tarot has a big impact on the game. Your characters can use tarot cards to change how things go in battle, but the character creation is actually random, because random tarot cards are picked from the deck, and your responses to those cards will actually create your character. So you don't have complete control over character creation, which is very cool. Sometimes the fates just have certain things in store for you, and that's what you have to roll with. My name is... No, not Karhu. Did I really forget that? Karhu. There's an H in Karhu. There we go. Yes, the name Karhu is okay. I am male. Let's see what the cards have in store for me. Priestess. What above all other things do you think is the greatest crime against your fellow man? To deceive someone, to sacrifice someone, or to steal from someone? I think to sacrifice someone. I know sometimes you have to. I mean, war is sacrificing soldiers for the greater good, or for the greater evil, depending on how you want to look at things. But to sacrifice someone. And I'm interpreting that to mean that their sacrifice isn't... it serves no purpose, just random sacrifice. You were staring at the full moon the night before a battle. What are you thinking of? I'm thinking of my soldiers. The results of the battle, my family, my beautiful lover. Oh, man. Okay, I'm thinking of the results of the battle because of my soldiers. I'm thinking for them. I'm not going to put them needlessly in harm. The Hanged Man. Because of a mistake I made, my army is forced to retreat. What do? I retreat. I lament my mistake. Hopefully then I can learn from it. I'm not going to retire. I'm not going to shrug my shoulders. So, judgment. Fate can be cruel. If you could only save one person from the flames of a battle, who would it be? Oh, that's a good question. My mother, my beautiful lover, or my child? No question, my child. My mom would understand, and hopefully would my lover. The sun. After a long and difficult battle, your army has finally achieved victory. What do you credit your victory to? My soldiers, those who fought with me. Yeah, not my personal luck, not the gods' blessings. Sorry, gods. Let's see. Strength. What do you think is the most important thing to remember when walking the path of the warrior? Justice, glory, faith. Definitely justice. If it's not just, what are we doing, right? Okay. Please choose a tarot card from the deck. And I remember correctly, I haven't played this in a long time, I haven't checked the game facts or anything like that. This card will determine what my special ability is. So let's see. Whoop, 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 whoop. My ability is Devil. Uh-oh. Oh, gods above, please grant to our leader bravery and honor, and to us all, victory. Excellent. So let's go to units, or options rather. Let's go quick message speed. There we go. That is saved data. Save number 1. Oops. Edit my units. Okay. So this is my first unit. And this is Karhu. This is me. I am the Lord. You see, level 1 hit points, 78. Cool. Strength, agility, intelligence, charisma, alignment, and luck all affect what classes certain characters can be and things like that. Cost is 0 goth, and goth is the units of money that are required to pay out in order to upkeep these characters, because they're not working for free. They're not working for free. For the next level, I need 100 experience. And if you note, all characters have an F and a B move, and this is the number of. These are the types of moves, and also the number of times they can perform them, depending on whether or not they are in the front row, like these 3 fighters. Estabes, Geralt, and Saizo can all do Slice twice per battle, because they have Slice 2 in their F slot, but if they were in the back, they could only do Slice once. So they definitely need to be in the front row. My character can do Banish in the front row twice, but Ice Cloud once in the back. And Ice Cloud is good because it's it targets all the enemies, whereas most of the others only target one. And for my Cleric, I can heal twice for the back row, but I can use Ankh once, which is kind of a staff attack in the front row. And Move, Planes, these are all the, this is their preferred fighting area. And since all of my guys prefer to fight on plains, if we can fight on plains as opposed to mountains or water or rivers or cities, I believe, my guys will do better in battle. And leader just says whether or not your character is okay to be a leader of a unit, because each unit needs 1 leader. And there can be 5 characters in a unit, with some minor exceptions, but we'll get to those later on. And each character can be assigned an item, but we don't have any items yet. Can I change anybody's class? I can change Rose from a cleric to an Amazon, but I want healing. Healing is always good. Change leader items. Do I have any items? Equip items? I have no items. Okay, so there's that. Let us begin at the Castle of Warren. Scene 1. Beginning. That's a pretty good place to begin, right? That is the boss in that castle all the way up there, and I start here. It's a tiny little map. It's kind of a tutorial map, so as I learn, you can learn with me. And so what we do is we can move the cursor, use the D-pad. The game time does move, as we can see by this. There we go. As we can see by the sun and the clock up there. And certain characters will do better in the day than at night, but I'm not going to do any surprises. Yeah, because we'll learn those on together. Felnamia is the name of this town. 3,824 people, and I get 3,488 goth per day from them, if I have them controlled. And they like me a lot. So I'm actually going to... Let's change the tactics. They will target the weak, because you don't actually have much direct control over the battles. You can only really change the tactics here, which is disappointing, but that is the way it is. And I'm going to move the cursor to the unit's destination and press the A button. There we go. I'm going to go there, because there are secret towns and places everywhere in this game. Everywhere. There we go, let's zoom out a little bit. Zooming in. Oh, that's my unit selection, but I don't need that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this game is by Square Enix, and it's fantastic. Oh, I found buried treasure. It's not actually a town. Find out. The treasure you found is a dwarven. I got a dwarven. But what is... Karhu's unit has finished moving. What is a dwarven? Edit formation... no. How do I use... I'm just trying to remember how I use items. No, let's pause. Oh, maybe I can only use items in between. In between rounds. Okay, so I'm going to go up to this town up here. I'm going to capture it. I'm going to liberation. I'm going to liberate it, and then I'll get some money. But let's speed up. I know there's a speed up button. Oh, let's scroll. Oh, there's the items. Okay, so items. Let's use an item. A dwarven is what? Let's equip it to here. Please. Wait. Okay. First, let's figure out what the dwarven item is. Use item? Where's... I'm just getting different buttons to see what I can... Oh, there we go. Nothing happened. Okay. So yeah, let's equip the item. Oh, maybe I hit select? Yeah, dwarven sword, which increases their strength by 7. Okay. There we go. Equip item. I told you, it's been a long time since I've played this game, and I'm still trying to remember what the buttons do. Let's give it to Geralt, the guy in the front. Yeah, Geralt seems like he's the kind of guy that would have a pretty good sword, right? Witcher fans. Strength will go from 48 up to 55. Boom! There we go. There, it's been equipped. And now let's speed things up. I'm sure there's a speed up button. Is it select? I don't know. And, okay, so the yellow units are my guys, the gray units are enemy guys, and normally the boss's castle would spew out his units and then we'd meet in the field of battle, but since this is kind of a tutorial mission, you don't have any enemy units. You liberated the trade city Dascania, and if I... liberation. And when you liberate a town or something like that, you can pull a tarot card. There's a limit to the number that you can get. And different tarot cards have different effects on your units, on whether or not people like you, depending on the card that's given. And I drew the Hierophant. Lucky! And what this does is it increase the alignment of this unit's characters by 2 points. And so that makes them good characters. By liberating towns and temples, you can gather information and get tarot cards. You will also receive a tribute every day from each town you liberate. You can't run an army without money, so be sure to liberate some towns. Shall I repeat that? No, I got that. May the gods go with you, Karhu. There we go. And I think liberating towns in the day is better for high alignment characters, and if you have low alignment characters, you want them to liberate towns at night. I think. I may be wrong. But we'll see. So I'm just going to wait a little bit because I know there's another town up here. And I would like to actually liberate that during the day to get my characters a little bit more friendly. There we go. Move. Let's go here. Boom. And this is... It's a strange kind of game because you're managing not the battles themselves, but you're managing your armies, and there's RPG elements, there's strategy elements, there's sim elements, and it's just a cool combination of games. But leave it to early Enix. It was actually developed by Quest. Leave it to those guys to produce games that are absolutely spectacular and kind of challenging your traditional stereotypes. Do I wish to pull a card? Yes. Sun. Good. And this will actually change the time to midday. Do I wish to keep this card? Yes. Lance. My name is Lance. I'm a knight of the Royal Zenobian army. You must be the new leader Warren was talking about. I must say, I like the look in your eyes. We have lived until this day only to see the wasteful death of King Gran avenged. I believe that at your side, we just may be able to do that. I hereby pledge my allegiance to you. We will fight with you until the Zenobian Empire is crushed and true peace has returned to this land. And then I press X button to use the deploy unit command. And see, this is the tribute and army expenses, and so I've made 8,292 Goth today. Let's deploy a unit, let's deploy Lance, and Lance has, led by a knight, has 2 wizards in the back and 2 fighters as well. And yes, I will deploy this, and I will send them all the way up to here. because Lance is a knight, like a paladin, and so, again, if I recall correctly, they're really good at liberating things. So I usually try to have one unit that is just used for liberation, that kind of, you know, the good guys that march through the streets and you know, shake hands with babies, or kiss babies and shake hands with people and things like that. Shake hands with babies. Oh man. I liberated a Roshian temple. And so there's usually 3 types of settlements on the map. There's towns, which give you money. There's castles, which is usually the boss's castle, and then there's the temples, which can give you information out of cool things. I pulled a fortune card. Boo! Oh, which is bad, for some reason. My reputation went down 2 points. Oh man. Do I wish to keep this card? Sure. Everything is progressing in real time, morning to night, night to morning. Time is always flowing. You must therefore be able to make quick decisions or lose battles. When you need time to consider your strategy, press the start button to issue the pause command. That is strange fourth wall breaking for some weird monk. Even while paused, you can issue commands, so you can avoid hasty decisions, especially before battling with an enemy unit. It is always wise to pause and check your unit's condition. Shall you repeat that? No. May the gods be with me. So let's. If I recall, is there another? I think there might be a another kind of hidden thing down southwest of the leader's castle. So I'm actually going to send Lance around, and then I'll have him cross the ocean. Because I would have sent him directly, but then that would have, put Lance in direct conflict with the boss, and I don't want that just yet. Because I think there is something there. No, Lance. Nope. Pause. Move. Do not go around. Do not go around. Go there. There we go. And do I have a speed up button? I'm sure I have a speed up button. I don't know. I probably should have added one. That way when units are moving I can just speed up, and so you guys aren't nearly as bored. I'll do that before the next episode. There we go. In fact, there might be a speed up button. Like an X. Nope, that's that. Y. Nope, there's that. Select. R. No, that zooms out. A. I don't know. I found buried treasure. See, I told you there was buried treasure. Find out. I got a fire staff. Nice. And a fire staff item. Use item. It gives me intelligence +3. So I want to give that to a wizard, for example. Because wizard damage is based on their intelligence. So Karhu will now, there we go, slide in. Boom. Karhu's unit has met with the enemy. And my enemy is Warren, the same magician that gave me the tarot cards at the beginning, and who has apparently also told Lance that I was getting ready. It seems that you have prepared for the battle ahead. You must now do battle with me! If you manage to defeat me, we will all follow you. Pressing the A button during battles will allow me to give commands. Let's do it! Yeah, let's fight it out. Darn tootin'. Okay. I'm targeting the weak guy. Tactics, retreat. I can turn animation on. Yeah, animation is on. I can play tarot cards. What does this do? Whoops. Okay, there you go. I'm not going to play any tarot cards this time because I don't really need it. But, here we go. It's the battle that, again, you don't really control, but, you know what, in a real battle, the general doesn't have control over each individual unit. You just basically tell them what to do, and then they have to go and do it themselves. And there we go. First battle over with. Not all boss battles are that easy. Usually you have to go several waves at the guy in order to win, but with Warren, you know, it's just a tutorial level, so it should be okay. You have done well, and all now know your power. Our fate now lies in your hands, Karhu. Now we shall fight together until the Zenobian Empire is brought to its knees. There we go. Congratulations! I liberated Volzak! And lovely little fireworks graphics. I like games with fireworks. There you go. I completed this map, and as a reward, I will get bunches of goth. Let's see, 4,347. Okay, that's not bunches, but it's a start. And I will save. There we go. And let's check out what new units we got, because we've got a bunch. Actually, no, you know what? This is going to be it for this episode. I'll call an end to this. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, both the Ogre Battle series and my old school classic games series. And if you have any suggestions about what kind of old school games, specifically for the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo, because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, subscribe, share, do all these wonderful things, and I will see you next time in our attempt to rescue the lands of the Empire from ruthless brutality and tyranny. I'll see you next time, guys. Ciao.